parang tariff increase na rin yon. Pero kung tumagsa pa rin yung imports, yung solution dyan, yung safeguards, no? Which is the next topic. Short na lang po. Parang I'm trying to explain na possible mechanism. Hindi po ako nagmamarunong, no? Parang idea lang na baka there is this method, we can improve it, no? Better than what we're doing now, where we're banning imports, we're risking retaliation from our trading partners, and our reaction is always reactive, not preventive, and much delayed, no? So, okay, so let's say, despite stopping Mao, people shifting to Atiga, dumagsa pa rin yung imports, no? So, next slide, please. Next, ang solution dyan, yung safeguards, no? The safeguard provision under RA 8800 allows us to impose a safeguard duty on top of the existing tariff temporarily to address an import surge. No? Nasa batas po yan. No? And the good thing about safeguards, it doesn't have to go through Tariff Commission and CTRM. No? The DA Secretary by himself can impose provisional safeguards immediately. No? Kailangan lang ipakita na unang-una there is a surge. So you compare current imports against historical imports. Then you have to prove that somebody has been harmed by those imports, like rice farmers. So bumagsak na nga presyo ng palay. So maliwanag naman. And you have to prove the connection between the two, the causality. Kasi baka naman bumagsak ang presyo ng palay, baka may ibang rason, hindi yung imports. No? So you have to prove that. No? Next. And next slide. And under RA 8800, no, the Secretary of Agriculture, upon acceptance of a petition, in fact, siya mismo pwedeng mag-initiate ng safeguard petition. No, he can impose provisional safeguard duties that is valid for 200 days. No, kaya inisip namin 15. Nagsabi nila sa amin kahapon, nag-file na daw sila sa Tariff Commission ng petition to increase it to 35. But that will take time. No? Kung payag na pala sila sa 35, why don't they use this? Itaas na to, magdagdag na ng 20% safeguard duty para yung 15 plus 20, 35 na. No? Anyway, he can withdraw that anytime. No? Kung hindi na kailangan, let's say, in-approve na ng Tariff Commission yung 35, o di i-withdraw na nila yung kuwana. But there is that provision po. Again, mabilis yung action kasi every day na lumilipas na hindi gumagalaw ang DA, ilang magsasakang nagdudusa sa presyong mababa. No? Why prolong their misery? No? Ang liwanag naman yung problema yan, di ba? And okay naman ang presyo ng bigas. No? All of the rice that is in the market now was imported before the ban at very low prices. All of the local rice is bought from farmers at very low prices. So, raising the tariff now to 35% will not affect retail prices, should not affect retail prices. No? So, and then, ang procedure po niyan is pag okay sa secretary na i-impose yung provisional, ipapasa niya sa Tariff Commission yung kaso. And then the Tariff Commission will make a definitive ruling. It can increase or reduce yung tariff, yung safeguard duty. And you will see there, that is the only time under WTO rules that there is the option to impose a import ban. No? Kung nakita ng Tariff Commission na hindi sapat yung tariff, yung safeguard duty, kailangan may temporary import ban, they can make such a ruling in the Tariff Commission. And that is also incorporated in WTO rules. No? Tayo, wala pang Tariff Commission, Mirik, nag-import ban na tayo. Magdadasal na lang tayo, hindi magko-complain ng Vietnam at saka Thailand.
Can we get the position paper of the DA regarding the imposition of safeguard measures based on the law?
Yes,
I mean, you don't have to give it now, but can you give it by next week?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I will inform our USEC for Policy and Planning on this and will provide you the position by next week.
Yeah, I understand. Well, maybe DepDev and the Department of Finance can likewise weigh in on this, no?
Saka, sir,
In effect, what you're saying here is, instead of the import ban announcement, they could have done this.
could be, or
I mean, that's an option. You're
at the
saying.
very least, very discreetly. No, kasi pwede mo naman ipitin yung SPSIC, di ba? Hindi dapat yan ina-announce publicly, no? Kasi bawal nga eh, no? Dapat
No, we're not talking about the SB6. We're talking about safeguard measures.
Yes. But
That's not bawal.
not bawal. Di
Kaya
bawal.
nga, yun yung sinasabi ko na sa halip na nag-import ban, this could have been one way of, again, intervening para maprotektahan yung pagpasok, yung local market sa pagpasok ng imported.
Yes. There is no limit to the safeguard duty that you can impose. No? So you can impose 100% safeguard duty.
And what is the basis, what is the criteria to impose safeguards?
It is a safeguard duty that will arrest the import surge and stop the continued harm to local farmers. So very siguro kung paano nila i-compute yan. But it's called a trade remedy. No? Kasi dumagsa yung imports, may napahamak. You try to remedy that through the safeguard duty. No? So the safeguard duty is the level of additional duties that you will add to address the
Siguro naman hindi na kailangan ng kumbaga common sense. Diba? Tayo pinakamalaking importer ng bigas eh.
Yeah.
So obviously may mga maapektuhan nun, di ba? Kumbaga, yung lokal maapektuhan dahil tayo pinakamalaking pag-import. So therefore, logic, pag ikaw ay naglagay ng safeguards, parang, di ba? Kapani-paniwala at hindi namang masasabing reckless or, hindi ba? Or walang basis. Di ba? Depende lang kung ano yung motivation, di ba? At ano yung, sino ang interest na pinoprotektahan. Di ba? But of course, again, ang dali sabihin kasi consumer, we have to protect the consumer, etc. Yun na nga, hindi nga eh. Pati consumer, di ba? Agrabyado dahil hindi na bumababa ng nararapat. Okay.
Yeah. So just a final word po. Isang paraan lang ito, no? But definitely by itself, it won't work. Kasi nga, kahit na anong gawin mo sa taripa, kung masyadong matakaw yung mga nasa trader dyan sa gitna, sila ang makikinabang, no? So this has to go hand in hand with our moves against profiteering, smuggling, and then yung alalay from NFA, yung mga ibang no? And then very important, monitoring and surveillance of the market, yung data. Kailangan to know when to stop issuing MAVs. You have to have a good handle of the supply situation. No? So kailangan mayroong parang system, parang sa weather, no? Tinututukan nila, malayo pa, alam na nila, no? And then pagka medyo tumama na, may signal 1, signal 2, signal 3, iba-iba ang response, bawat signal. No? So baka we can devise such a system for not only rice but maybe other products, no? Using MAV and using other complementary measures. Salamat po.
Yes. Well, in that regard, I think there's an ongoing discussion with the economic managers, pati yung Philippine Competition Commission, di ba, na ano nga ba yung constructive cost nung between the sale by the farmers of their palay to the retail prices in the wet markets of rice. Ano yung constructive cost in between? Magkano ba talaga kinikita nung middleman trader, retailer, at ano ang masasabi nating profiteering at ano ang fair return on their investment, di ba? Well, ano yung term ng SINAG? Constructive cost? Ano yun? Cost structure. Yeah. What is the cost structure once the wholesaler gets it and up to the time that it is, transferred to the retailer? Because with that cost structure, then you can determine whether there is profiteering or yun na nga. But is that being undertaken by our economic managers? Is there an effort? Would you understand? Do you agree? Are you familiar with the term?
On the part of DEF, the Vice Chairman, we are aware of this, but we defer to PCC on this matter.
Yes, but you're the one deciding whether you should, well, not you, but the economic managers are the ones who decide whether we should lift it to 35% or keep it at 15%. So, shouldn't that be your concern too? What is precisely the cost structure? Anyway, I can raise this during the budget debates in plenary. So, I'm just giving you, hindi naman fair warning, but notice that I will raise this. And I hope you will have a ready answer.
This is well noted, Mr. Chairman. We will prepare our
I mean,
answer.
ako kasi, simple lang eh. Di ba? Totoo bang may kumikita ng limpak-limpak at bilyon? Di ba? Dahil sabi nila, magkano ang industriya ng, magkano umiikot na pondo sa palay purchase pa lang? At mga 500 billion, 400 billion annually. Di ba? So, simple lang. Di ba? Bakit mataas pa rin? Bakit sa ibang bansa, kaya nilang ibenta ng 30 piso kada kilo ng bigas? Bakit sa atin mataas? Ano ang dahilan? At paano natin papababain? So kung hindi natin alam yung cost structure, paano natin sasabihin na masyadong mataas, masyadong malaki kinikita? Unless, komportable tayo, hindi sila kumikita ng malaki. Tanggapin na lang natin, ganyan talaga ang presyo ng bigas sa Pilipinas. Hindi naman siguro dapat ganun, di ba? But anyway, we will raise that, and I hope you can be able to guide us, the economic managers. I think our plenary debates begin when? Third week of November? Second week of November. No. Okay. Now, tapos na po yung position ng FFF. Meron po buwang ibang nais magbigay ng kanilang position paper? Kasi may mga tanong na ako sa NFA eh. Halimbawa, bakit tinanggal sa inyo yung kapangyarihan ninyo dati? Eh alam ko bakit. Kasi laganap ang katiwalian at pang-aabuso at corruption sa importation, sa trading, retailing, di ba? Horror stories yan eh. Di ba? Yung mga trader, may mga dummy retailer. Di ba? May listahan ng mga retailer, kuno, pero lahat yon hawak talaga ng mga trader. Na kunwari, nagre-retail sila, pero sila rin. Nangyayari rin noon, nire-rebag. Di ba? In fact, bago tinanggalan kayo ng kapangyarihan, yung mga retailers, yung Grecon, sinasabi, hindi na nga pinapalitan yung sako ng NFA. NFA binibigay sa trader, binibili ng trader, tapos hindi na nire-rebag. Nandun na sa wet market, NFA rice, pero ang bentahan kukunin sa sako ng NFA, tapos ibebenta ng commercial rice. Di ba? At naubos. Saan ka nakakita? Pinaimbestigahan yung NFA administrator ng Office of the President. Tapos, ang naging desisyon, yung nag-imbestiga doon sa NFA, yun yung tinanggal na USEC.